What's up, and welcome to tonight's episode of the Stud Zone with ShortyDuWop, who's hopefully never short on laughs. Happy Thursday once again to my zoners. And I know you've probably missed me. It's been crazy lately between being, I apologize. At least I got a voice now. I was really sick. So, but I did miss my zoners. Um, Anyway, so what's new with you? There's a lot new with me, good and bad. Life is life. Life is a roller coaster ride, and I'm enjoying it. Sometimes I get the twists and turns, and I go upside down. But you know what? No matter what, let the roller coaster ride always slows down a little bit. But anyway, so I I was thinking about the other day. I was talking about how guys, especially straight guys, and I'm sure you guys can relate to this, always, always think that just because it's two women that like women, whether it's both lesbians or whether one's bisexual or one's a lesbian, but that all lesbians want all women. That, it doesn't matter, if you're straight, if you're lesbian, if you're bisexual, and you're talking to a lesbian and you're around a bunch of guys, they automatically going to think you two are having sex or you want each other or whatever. And it's pretty funny because sometimes I you know, just because I'm a lesbian and just because I'm a stud and I look boyish doesn't mean I think like a man. I'm sorry, you know, everyone knows, not all men, just like not all lesbians, but there's a lot of men, they don't care what the chick looks like. They will put their shit in anything. I'm sorry. I am not putting my tongue on just anyone or anything because you know what? I don't want my tongue falling out. I don't want my fingers falling out. But most of all, you know, when women get that good head, they be acting a fool. So I gotta be selective with, who I mess with. Am I the best? No. But you know what? I got 20 years experience, so I'm not stupid. And then really, let's talk about, because I used to do this. I used to be one of those chicks that back in the day, I had this thing. I wanted to convert people. It was a challenge. But you know what? You can't convert someone unless they want to be converted. But it was fun. Back when I was wet behind the ears and whatnot, I like that challenge. I guess it was kind of like guys getting that notch in their belt. It was a competition for me. How many women could I be there first? Now, I'm not a whore. I didn't sleep with a bunch of people. But it was just fun. And then that fun died down when, when I swear I will not be another woman's first ever again. Well, I can't say never, but I will not seek that out anymore because I know how I was with my first, and I'm sure a lot of y'all were. That first woman you're with, man, you mess around, you fall in love like that, and then they get acting crazy, and I learned my lesson. But anyway, so the other thing that a lot of straight people always think about us lesbians is that we all like to scissor. That's a joke. Um, I know what scissoring is. I know it's also called tribbing and all that stuff and all those new words. But I'll never forget this manager I had a long time ago. She always used to be like, Holly, have you scissored today? Have you scissored today, Holly? And I'm like, I would just laugh at her. And one day when I was growing up, my mom had sent me to counseling. And it was also family counseling. Sometimes she'd go by herself and whatnot. And this one time she was by herself, and she looks at the doctor, and she's like, "Doc, I'm really concerned." And he's like, "About what?" And she's like, "I think Holly might be, one of those girls that likes girls." And he's like, "Really? What makes you think that?" And she just went on and she was saying this. Well, she likes softball. She's such a tomboy and this and that. Um, and so he says, "Well, I got the perfect test for you. This is how you can find out if she's really a lesbian or without having to confront her and get into this big argument. So when you go home tonight, ma'am, I want you to ask Holly to play a game with you." And she's looking at him all crazy. And she's like, "What game?" He's like, "Rock, paper, scissors." And when and you will know, do it like 10, 15 times. And if 90% of the time she chooses scissors, then guess what? There's your answer. She must be a lesbian. She loves to scissor. She must be a lesbian. But anyway, no, not really. I really don't like to scissor. Um, you know, once in a while it's cool. Anything to spice it up. But anyway, so that's my humor for the night. Um, let's see, what else can I talk about real quick? Uh, oh yeah. So my mother, I think she planted the lesbian seed in my head subliminally. This one time, because growing up, for real. Now, I lived the double life ever since I was a little kid. Yes, I'm going to confess, I was in pageants from the time I was 4 till I was 10. But that was the only time I liked to wear dresses. I liked being on stage. I liked being the center of attention. Go figure. Um, but I also started playing t-ball and softball when I was 4. And that lasted till I was 19 or 20. So we see which one. But aside from being the tomboy with playing in the pageants, I was surrounded by rainbows all my childhood. Had rainbow blinds, rainbow wallpaper, rainbow bright. It was just, I'm telling you, it's my mom's fault. She planted the seed. No, I'm just playing. I love you, Mom, if you watch this. But anyway, um, that's going to be my time for tonight. And just remember, smile more than you frown. Um, shit happens in life. Life happens. But you know what? Find the positive in whatever situation you're in. Gain some strength. And just keep putting your foot in front of the other. Have a great night, my zoners. And this is the Stud Zone with ShortyDuWop, who hopefully wasn't short on laughs.